percent, and the services sector down by 2.2%. So you see, that is what we have been telling you. Data driven, not apology. Yeah? Worse than we even thought. Mining down by 17.4, agriculture down by 12.5, construction down by 3.3, manufacturing down by 4%. Transport, storage, and communication was up by 2.5, finance and insurance up by 0.8, producers of government services down by 0.5, wholesale and retail down by 3, real estate and renting down by 3.2, electricity and water 5.8, hotels and restaurants, which are a proxy for the tourism sector, down by 6.2%, other services down by 6.5%. Bad policies, we need a change in policy. Spot on. So you see who was right about the economy? All the apologists. The Statistical Institute is now telling us that the decline is even deeper than the Plan Institute of Jamaica projected. The economy is down by 3.5% in the third quarter. The goods producing sector down by 7.2%, and the services sector down by 2.2%. So you see, that is what we have been telling you. Data driven, not apology. Yeah? Worse than we even thought. Mining down by 17.4, agriculture down by 12.5, construction down by 3.3, manufacturing down by 4%. Transport, storage, and communication was up by 2.5, finance and insurance up by 0.8, producers of government services down by 0.5, wholesale and retail down by 3, real estate and renting down by 3.2, electricity and water 5.8, hotels and restaurants, which are a proxy for the tourism sector, down by 6.2%, other services down by 6.5%. Bad policies, we need a change in policy. So you see who was right about the economy? All the apologists. The Statistical Institute is now telling us that the decline is even deeper than the Plan Institute of Jamaica projected. The economy is down by 3.5% in the third quarter. The goods producing sector down by 7.2%, and the services sector down by 2.2%. So you see, that is what we have been telling you. Data driven, not apology. Yeah? Worse than we even thought.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our seasons. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Give the Almighty thanks for bringing us through another year. We are in the final hours of 2024 and getting ready to enter 2025. I want to thank all the people who have sticked and stayed with us here at Portland Spice TV. It has really been a pleasure having you here with us on a weekly basis. Every Tuesday night we are on and you join us. Every Saturday morning we are on and you join us. We want to say thank you for sticking and staying with us. Thanks to all our contributors who come on from time to time and give their knowledge to the listeners and the viewers on this channel. We really appreciate it. I want to thank Ralston Hyman, a regular contributor, people like Bert Samuels, the politician. We had the leader of the opposition on, Mark Jefferson Golden. We have had Dr. Omar Davis, Dr. Peter Phillips, and we just want to thank them for coming on and sharing with us, educating our people, because it is our motto to educate our people through this entertainment medium so that we can elevate our people and our people can understand what is it that is happening in this beautiful island called Jamaica. The fact that sometimes we get information to really bring us down the wrong path. People want to create a narrative that is not true and give us information to cloud our mind. I will come here on a Tuesday night and on a Saturday morning to clear up some of the ambiguities, to speak truth and only the truth, because that is what sets us free. You know? And when we talk the truth, we know that some people don't like it. And them find all kind of ways to try and distract us from talking the truth. But we will not be distracted. We will not. You know? So, we want to thank all the people who have sticked and stayed with us. We want to thank people at Styles FM, Colonel Jacko in the studio, and kind of sad to say that this is going to be our final program on Styles FM for now, as we have always announced that this program is a paid program on Styles FM. And when we decided to start this program on Styles FM, it was due to a position that we had. Being the MP candidate for East Portland back then, I thought it was prudent to have a program on local radio where people can get access to their want to be representative or the MP candidate. We are no longer the MP candidate. So therefore, we don't see the need to carry a program this way, you know. But, you know, we believe in radio, we love radio, and we're working on something else that we can have a space on the local free-to-air radio that people moving around can just turn on them radio and hear what we're saying. But for now, tonight is going to be the final night on Styles FM. We don't know if things might change in short order. But to carry the burden of paying for the airtime alone, I don't think I need to do that at this time, based on the fact that I am not the person running for office, you know. So, thank you, Jacqueline, thank you. So, if things change, we know that the relationship between myself and Styles FM remains strong. So, if things change and we think that we need to continue, or if somebody wants to sponsor the show, for the show to continue on radio, of course, we welcome that initiative, you know, but we are not able to carry the cost of paying for the program on Styles FM any longer. So, once again, tonight is going to be the final night for this program, the Colin Bell Show on Styles FM. But we continue on Portland Spice TV. We have not had any discussion with Caribbean Radio HD. I think we might have some discussions with them to find out if they want to continue carrying the show. But we are going to continue right here on Portland Spice TV. Colin, please give a shout out to the staff at the passport office in Port Antonio. Big up on yourself at the passport office in Port Antonio. I'm going to come visit you shortly too. I need to visit the item. I have reasons to be coming to visiting you very soon at the passport office in Port Antonio. Tonight at about 8:30, after we take the first break, we're going to be talking to the MP candidate for Western Portland, Comrade Doreen Campbell, because it is sad
And once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams dangling precariously over the edge and the chunks of concrete scattered on the river bank. But how did we get here? According
Well, we are going to talk to Doreen Campbell about that happening in Varsland. We are going to talk to Miss Campbell about it because it is a long time that that bridge was closed. Long, long time. And a fording was built for the people to drive down into the river. But there are issues with that. There are issues with that, and we're going to talk to Doreen Campbell about it. Oh, Jacqueline Thomas, you never know that we paid for the program. Yeah, man, we paid for the airtime on Styles FM. So people in St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne could listen to the program on their FM radio. Driving in your taxi, you could have listened to the program. Yeah, man, we say it every week. Maybe we weren't saying it enough, but we say it every week that this is a paid broadcast on Styles FM. We pay for the airtime. So, yeah, we definitely would accept help to pay for it. So if we can get assistance to keep the program on radio, we sure would accept it, because that is the only reason why the program will not continue on Styles, just because we can't continue to pay for it. Yeah? So if we can get that kind of sponsorship, we will continue the show on Styles FM. I know the listeners on Styles FM, they love it. They've been reaching out to me and say, yeah, we're glad we have you back on the radio, getting this kind of information, getting this the kind of guests that we bring on. And even when we don't bring them on a Tuesday night, if we get them on a Saturday morning, we do the rebroadcast so the people in Radio Land can get that kind of information, because it's vital, vital to inform the people in the local about what is happening. So the Craig Mill Bridge tore down. We also want to remind you that the Christmas River Bridge that is now under construction out there in Kensington. And I see the MP standing up out there like she had nothing to do with that bridge. The MP for East Portland played no part, as far as we know, in that bridge being constructed out there in Kensington. That bridge, in a meeting at Nonsuch, the communication manager for the NWA was present. Councillor Wayne Mackenzie raised the issue. It was an issue that we in the PNP were discussing. How could they do the road and don't do that bridge? Comrade Wayne Mackenzie rose the issue in the meeting at Nonsuch, and this very said MP tried to shut him down. The very said MP for East Portland tried to shut him down, to tell him that that meeting was not for that purpose. Wayne was adamant to ask his question, and he was told by the communication person that the bridge was not in the scope of work. And we start going bad. I went on radio on more than one Tuesday morning, because Stephen Shaw is on Power 106 every Tuesday morning from, I think it's from 8 to 8:30, somewhere there about. And I went on a couple times and talked to him about it. And finally, they brought back the bridge into the scope of work. So Wayne Mackenzie and yours truly, Colin Bell, we made representation for that bridge. We never hear this MP talk nothing about that bridge. And as I said earlier, when Wayne brought it up in the meeting, she tried to shut him down. So now you're out there standing up like you have nothing to do with the bridge. You had nothing to do with that bridge, Madam MP. Let me also remind the people of East Portland that the road from Hector's River to Port Antonio, this present MP had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with that road. Nothing at all. So, don't make them fool you. We are here to speak the truth and speak the things them. Yeah? So, when them attack, you must know the truth. Remember, the contract for that road was signed in 2015 while the PNP was in government. And when the GLP came to power, they changed the scope of work, downgrade the work. Audley Shaw said it doesn't make economic sense to build a new road from Harborview to Port Antonio. They are going to rehabilitate the existing road. And for reasons now coming to the fore, why a new road was designed, When Portia Simpson Miller was Prime Minister, a new road was designed. And this administration, changed it. And now the Prime Minister is telling us that he's going to build a bypass to Port Antonio from Bryans Bay to Boston. I will also admit that the Prime Minister admitting that budget presentation that piece of road I'm talking about was in the original scope of work from Harborview to Port Antonio, so I'm already have the drawings. So, we're not going to fool Portland people. And we sit down and keep quiet. We are going to speak the things them because we are in the know. We know what happened. We know what changed. Quiet boy. I'll go and put up your message. Because 1 week, I'm moving on, people. 1 week on this program. I don't remember if it was a Saturday morning or a Tuesday night. Don't know if you remember it, Jacko. I said it was right after the PNP conference when the GLP was crucifying the PNP for having Vybz Kartel on the stage. And I said then that Vybz Kartel has done more as an individual economically for Jamaica than any politician, including Andrew Holness. And the man we call himself Mr. Portland, he was one of them who was sending it around. I tell people, look what Shaka say. But when people lack understanding, then them go on like say everybody don't understand. Our entertainers, and Tony Rebel do the song say I no political act, I know the coke nor the crack, a reggae put Jamaica up on top. Jamaica is on top tonight. Shining bright, people are flying from all around the world to come to Jamaica to Vybz Kartel Freedom Street concert. That is the power of Jamaican culture. And I have been saying it over and over again that Jamaica's culture is Jamaica's oil. That is where our riches lies. But our past leaders never fully understand it. Our present leaders don't understand it. Our future leaders, though, have a full understanding of what culture and the creative industry can do. And that's why Mark Jefferson Golding, in his wisdom, named a shadow ministry called Culture and the Creative Industry. That shadow ministry is led by Dr. Deborah Icklin, who is the shadow minister. Yours truly, Colin Bell, is the deputy shadow minister. We have a junior minister in the likes of Dr. Olivia Rose. And we, along with task force that we have put together, we are working out the details that once the PNP takes government in this country, we are going to drive the orange economy to deliver economic growth for Jamaica. We are not the only country who's going to do it. We are not the only country who is going to be benefiting from this. Because let me explain to you, my people, a lot of countries around the world are benefiting immensely from the culture and the creative industry. Quiet boy, here's some figures. The United States of America is making about 700 billion US dollars annually from the culture and the creative industry. The United Kingdom, they are making 125 billion pounds, billion with a B, 125 billion pounds annually from the culture and the creative industry. India, they are making 125 billion US. Our brothers in Africa, Nigeria, they are making over 50 billion US. And in the Caribbean and Latin America, Mexico, they are making 15 billion annually from the culture and the creative industry. Jamaica, with its rich culture, I am suggesting to the next PNP administration that our target must be 1% of the global value of the culture and the creative industry. What is the global value? The global value of the culture and the creative industry right now, at last check, is $3.4 trillion annually, employing over 50 million people. 1%. That's a little over 30 billion US. If Jamaica earns 30 billion US or even half of that, we will be exporting more than we are importing into this country. Because what I am talking about is the exportation of culture. Dancehall and creative industry is seen by, hold on, let me see. Imari is saying, dancehall and the creative industry is seen by that small group who run the economy as some little poor black people thing. So they look down on the sector. One of the problems, though, where I think they look down on the sector, that when you develop a culture and creative industry, it is those little black boys and black girls that are going to benefit. Beanie Man is not a society man, neither is Usain Bolt. But they have gained wealth out of the culture and the creative industry. Sports is a part of the culture and the creative industry. Education, gastronomy, meaning food, designing clothes and textile, the hairstylists, all of those people are part of the culture and the creative industry. The man who carve, the painters, the designers are all part of the creative industry. They're all creatives. Once you use your brain to come up with something, think it and put it into reality, you're a creative. And it's $1 trillion, $3.4 trillion annually is made from that industry. Jamaica is just making 2.2 billion. We need to step up the pace and start to export culture. We understand it. We know how to export the culture. And that's why we are saying to them, quiet boy, time for a change. Time to grow the economy. And people are asking how the PNP go and grow the economy. I just tell you, through the culture and the creative industry, that's one of the ways that we are going to use to grow the Jamaican economy. So I tell you, tonight is just more proof. Buju Banton concert was more proof. Reggae Sumfest, Sting should not have allowed to fail. But I tell you something. South Korea in 2001 saw the need to develop a music to carry their culture. And they developed a music in South Korea called K-pop. You can Google it. And anything what me I tell you, you know, a little effort in doing some research, I can find, so what me I tell you, know, a facts and a make-up figures. So South Korea, the government realized that the economy need a push. And they invested heavily in K-pop. Government move all the red tape that would stop the music. The government, in fact, moved visas for creatives who wanted to come to South Korea to partner with the Koreans to develop their music. And they have developed that music. And they are now earning $12.4 billion annually from the culture and the creative industry. We have had reggae music for how long? From before I was a boy. But no government had really invested in our creatives. And we've been talking about this for years. And last year, Nigel Clarkson put in $1 billion in a film fund. Because they listen to me, you know. I heard the Prime Minister when him talk about pivoting, him talk about culture, monetizing culture and the creative industry. But after 8 years, Prime Minister, 9 years, I know you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do it. So they're talking about it now. They put $1 billion in our film fund because they know that this thing, yeah, we hear Shaka talk about this culture and the creative industry. We hear the boy from over Portland, the boy that we name Colin Bell, I talk about culture and the creative industry. And them hear people now in other countries I talk about it. But they are ashamed to call me and say how it do. So them a talk about it, but them can't do nothing about it. A few weeks ago, well, let me take a little tale out of school. The People's National Party right now, all the shadow cabinet ministries have to be making presentation to the leaders of the party to say to them that we form government tomorrow. These are the things that we are going to be doing. Because I can tell you, the PNP is ready for government. About 3 weeks ago, my team, led by Dr. Deborah Icklin, we made our presentation. And we present a lot of what I just spoke about to the shadow cabinet. So we are ready. You'd have heard Philip Paulwell spoke about his plans for the energy sector, that Jamaica will have cheaper electricity bill under the next PNP administration. So we are ready. I hear all the people that talk about the PNP must now come out and say what they are going to do. And we are giving more and more information because we realize that the election is closer and closer. We have a we have a prime minister who tell you that he's not afraid to take away ideas. So we have to time it right. How much we give you at what time. So that's what we are doing. We are timing it right. And the people who have been listening to this program realize now that I have been giving a little more than I was giving about the culture and the creative industry. Make you get a better understanding of what it is that we are going to do to grow the economy through culture and the creative industry. But look at Freedom Street tonight. One paper said 18 private jet in one day flew into the Montego Bay International Airport, carrying stars and celebrities from around the world coming to Jamaica for the Freedom Street concert. We are on the break. Styles FM, Caribbean HD. Right here on Portland Spice, we're taking a break. We soon come back.
So you see who was right about the economy. All the apologies. The Statistical Institute is now telling us that the decline is even deeper than the Planning Institute of Jamaica projected. The economy is down by 3.5% during the third quarter. The goods producing sector down by 7.2%, and the services sector down by 2.2%. So you see, that is what we have been telling you. Data driven, not apology. Yeah? Worse than we even thought. Mining down by 17.4, agriculture down by 12.5, construction down by 3.3, manufacturing down by 4%. Transport, storage and communication was up by 2.5, finance and insurance up by 0.8, producers of government services down by 0.5, wholesale and retail down by 3, real estate and renting down by 3.2, electricity and water 5.8, hotels and restaurants, which are a proxy for the tourism sector, down by 6.2%, other services down by 6.5%. Bad policies, we need a change in policy. Spot on. So you see who was right about the economy. All the apologies. The Statistical Institute is now telling us that the decline is even deeper than the Planning Institute of Jamaica projected. The economy is down by 3.5% during the third quarter. The goods producing sector down by 7.2%, and the services sector down by 2.2%. So you see, that is what we have been telling you. Data driven, not apology. Yeah? Worse than we even thought.
So we're trying to get to the MP candidate for West Portland, Doreen Campbell. I think we're still on the break at Styles, are we? Yes. All right, so we're just coming back from the break at Styles FM. Let me try one more time to get Doreen Campbell. See if we're getting her by video or... Brandon Hill St. Andrew. Big up on yourself. You're going to join by video or are we doing it by... All right, so I just touched base with Comrade Doreen Campbell and she will be joining us shortly. She's the Deputy Shadow Minister on tourism as well, you know. Yeah, man. So, as I said to you a while ago, we are ready for government. PNP is ready to grow this country. Yeah, man. All right. Comrade Campbell, good evening.
Good evening and good evening and good evening to your listeners. How are you?
I am good. All the best for the new year when it comes, and we wish for your good health and wealth and victory in the upcoming election.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Same to
Comrade
you.
Campbell, we lost you a while ago.
No, I said thank you so much. And I wish you and your family all the best for 2025.
Blessings. Before we go any further, let's look at this clip.
Once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams dangling precariously over the edge and the chunks of concrete scattered on the riverbank. But how did we get here? According
Comrade Campbell, the bridge to Craig Mill. How important a bridge is this?
You know, when I look at this, Comrade Colin, it really hurts me to even see it, you know, because we really shouldn't have gotten there. This bridge is extremely important to over 500 residents. This bridge serves the Craig Mill, Whitehall, and Belvedere communities. It is, other than what I see they put in the river called a fording, this is the only way for them when the river is in spate to get out of the community. Now they have to pray and hope that we don't have as much rainfall as we have been having, because then they would be marooned.
How long this bridge has been how long this bridge has been closed? Let me use that term.
Bridge was closed by the National Works Agency in 2019.
2019. So that's 5 years going 6 now.
Yes.
What was the reason for the closure?
Because it was clear that the bridge was deemed unsafe. It was unsafe for vehicular traffic. And therefore, the National Works Agency put up a close sign and rendered this bridge, what they say, not usable. But the interesting thing I want your listeners to understand, that the Works Agency, National Works Agency, puts up a sign and it says, bridge closed.
Talk to me.
Yet, up to last week, I visited the community of Craig Mill, and the bridge is open.
You saw a vehicle driving on it?
I saw people driving on it. And I looked in the paper and I noticed that the Works Agency, along with the Member of Parliament, is insisting that residents remove the debris or what is used to stop people from using that bridge. But I have a problem with it. I have a problem because we're not being honest.
Talk to me.
We're not being honest. You created a fording in the river. And in that river, that slab of concrete that is placed in the river, Comrade Bell, I'm so angry about this situation, you see. This slab of concrete that is placed in the river, when the river comes down, there is no way to use that slab of concrete to get in and out of the community. No way. If you don't walk on the bridge, what they call the closed bridge, or drive on the closed bridge, there's no way to get to the community, in and out. And God help if you fall ill.
So you are saying the fording that they said that they built was not adequate?
No, it's not.
What's wrong with it?
It is not adequate because I don't know if you have any pictures, but they use some river shingles. They use some river stones. So I don't know if you have a picture of it, because what it looks like, and your listeners probably need to see this. They put a slab in the middle of the river. They put a slab of concrete in the middle of the river with some holes underneath it for the water to go through. Now, anybody with any common sense would know that if you put these little holes for water to go through, when the trees, the limbs, the leaves, and everything is coming down, it is going to naturally block that hole.
Right.
Water must find somewhere to go. So because it cannot go through, it goes around. And when the water goes around, it removes those stones that is packed to connect slab in the river to land. So now that the water has removed those stones, Comrade Bell, no cars can access the slab. I don't know if you get in the picture.
So I know the place, you know. Personally, I know the place. I'm trying to find the clip that I can show my listeners, but I know the place. So you go down into the sink, and it has two approach to the slab. And what you are saying is that when the river is in spate, it wash them away.
It wash your boat. The one on the north side, the one on the south side.
And when it wash them away, nobody can cross it.
Nobody can cross it. So National Works Agency and the member of parliament is not being honest with Jamaica, because they are fully aware that persons had no choice but to now use the bridge that is closed.
So what I'm understanding from you, Comrade Doreen Campbell, is that citizens of these community are forced to use the dilapidated bridge from time to time.
I would put it another way. Citizens of these communities are forced to risk their lives because it's the only way in and out, because they can't swim across. So they have to either walk across using the bridge that is closed. And to be honest, how long now have those debris that was placed there since 2019 have been removed? They've been removed for years.
Let me ask you something.
People have been using it.
How many communities use that bridge? How many communities are beyond that bridge?
3 communities.
Name them for me.
We have Craig Mill, we have Whitehall, and we have Belvedere. Those are the 3 communities, along with farmers, students that use that bridge.
So about how many people live across there?
We're talking about over 500 persons.
That is what is on your voters list?
That is what is on the voters list. So we're not adding those children that is not yet at the age of 18.
And do we have schools over there?
Well, I don't even want to touch that topic, because
Why?
the school that serves that area is Belvedere, and that school has been closed for some time. I don't want to touch those things, Comrade Bell. It's another program, because all you're going to do is to bring me back to the fact that Western Portland has become one of the poorest constituencies in Jamaica.
Hold on, Doreen, what are you talking about Western Portland poor?
Yes, one of the
land for poor.
Because everything that sustains life in Western Portland is slowly dying or have died. Western Portland is a farming constituency. And everything to do with farming over the past 18 years, if it has not died, it has significantly declined to the point where farmers cannot adequately earn an income to take care of their families.
Doreen, let's go back to the bridge before. You said about one, but I want to allow you to speak about that, but I want to talk about the bridge. So you're saying on the voters list about 500 people live over there. So if we look at it as family, we are talking about maybe over 1,000 people.
Probably about 700.
Live over there.
Yes.
And you are saying that there's no school anymore over that side.
No.
So any child who live across there have to use that road to come into Buff Bay.
Absolutely.
It has been raining in Portland from about late October.
Mm-hmm.
How the people were coming into Buff Bay and getting back home as it relates to that bridge and the fording.
So I don't know whose tractor it is, but somebody's eating a food. Because every time the river washes away the stones, that creates the connection between land and fording, or slab. Land and slab of concrete in the river. There is a particular heavy duty equipment that is always on spot
to fix it back,
to put back these stones.
So
it's not done properly. It's just stones piled up. I wish you could find pictures.
So help me here though. If it is raining constantly and the river is in spate, how those people come out and go in?
The only way, if the river is in spate and it washes away those stones, the only way in and out is the closed bridge. The bridge that has a sign that says closed. The only thing that lets you know that the bridge is closed is a sign. So God help if somebody can read. Because the roadway leading to the closed bridge is open. And I see where they're blaming residents for having it open. That is disingenuous.
So that's the fording.
Yes.
That's the fording. So you're actually driving down in the river.
Yes, and you notice those stones that the truck is now, I think the wheels are now on top of those stones. That is what connects land to the slab of concrete called the fording.
Oh. So when those wash away, and the fording is almost level with the river.
Absolutely.
So even if it don't wash away immediately, when the rain start fall and the river start come over that concrete slab, it is also dangerous to drive on it.
Dangerous. And can you imagine you're going down into the riverbed? This is water. You don't know when a rush of water is going to come through.
So that means if you're coming in night, if you're going there at night, people are going to feel better driving on the bridge if it's raining.
They feel a lot safer going, endangering their lives, than going down into the river, not knowing if a gush of water is going to be coming at them. Because not only did the National Works Agency create this slab of concrete, because I can't call it anything else but a slab of concrete.
Right.
Not only did they create this, they didn't think about the residents and put some street lights. So can you imagine a lady coming home at night with her kids? She's going down into this dark area. She don't know what's in there.
Hold on.
She's going in there.
Hold on. So people walk from Buff Bay to these communities?
No. They would be walking if they're connecting from communities to communities.
Okay.
So coming from Mount Vernon, for instance.
Yeah.
And you're going to Craigmill. There's no reason to drive because you can simply walk.
Right. But you have to walk down here, so.
But if you don't walk on the bridge, you'll have to walk down there.
I remember a demonstration was in Buff Bay. I don't remember what year. And the MP told the media that no amount of demonstration will make him move any faster. Am I correct?
You are absolutely correct. And that again is a serious disrespect to the residents. And not only did he say that, but he showed it. He showed it by in 2021, I saw the National Works Agency put out a tender document for this bridge.
What?
Yes, that was in 2021, a tender document was put out for the construction of a new bridge
What you say?
for Craig Mill. 2021. In 2023, I think, 22, 23, I saw where the then minister made an announcement that $120 million was allocated or was to be allocated for the Craig Mill Bridge. And now I am seeing where the member parliament is quoting a 95 plus million projection for this bridge. And to add insult to injury, Comrade Colin, he spoke about that the bridge he's looking forward to this bridge being done because he's going to be advocating for it. Now, come on. Is it that we take people in West Portland for fools now? You're advocating since 2019 for this bridge, and now the community is going to get the bridge because 3 persons almost lost their lives. You know what was a concern of mine, Comrade Bell? I was always concerned that persons who are not from the community would eventually drive on that bridge because the roadway is open. Other cars are using it. And you know what the driver of the truck said? The driver of the truck said he went across with the truck because he saw other vehicles went ahead of him. And I'm telling you, he's not lying, because I was in the community last week and I personally witnessed cars using this open bridge. When I went to the scene of the accident, it is residents again who got some sticks and some stones to alert unsuspecting commuters
that the bridge is out.
that the bridge has now collapsed.
So,
and you know why this means so much to me? I'm going to tell you why it means so much to me.
Talk to me.
Because many, many years ago, a good friend of mine died the same way. Died. It's called the Rio Mino Bridge. I don't remember how Jamaicans remember when the Rio Mino Bridge in Maypen collapsed. And there was a bus called Blue Streak carrying passengers. The bridge collapsed. It was pitch dark. They had no way to know that the bridge had collapsed. And he came upon it and went straight over.
Woo.
21 persons died from that bus. That was my family member. A member of that bus was owned by my family.
Wow.
And everybody died. So once I came there and I saw the bridge collapse and it was so dark, any person coming up
could I just drive across?
Just drive straight over.
Has there been anything done since that to block it off?
It is not blocked off.
Beautiful.
It is not blocked off. And it's going to stay blocked off. You know why? Because you cannot use it.
Can't use now.
You can't use it.
So when it rains now and that river in Spate, nobody gets in, nobody gets out?
Nobody gets in, nobody gets out.
So I wonder if this now will push the MP to get it done.
No, this will force the government and the member parliament and the National Works Agency. What else is going to force them? The general elections is coming up.
Yes.
They must put a bridge there. If you don't put a bridge there, you're saying to the people you do not care. So we know that a bridge is going to go there.
But for 5 years,
that bridge arrives.
But from 2019, and this government constantly say that they have the money, why that bridge was not replaced all this time?
Well, a little birdie also told me that the bridge was earmarked for there, you know, and somehow it found itself further in the east, you know. A little birdie told me, I don't know if that can be confirmed.
Ooh.
But the bottom line is the level of disrespect that have been shown to the residents. And don't forget, you might have persons living in Craigmill, Whitehall, and Belvedere who commutes every day.
Yes.
But you also have farmers
We have produce up there.
in Buff Bay and other areas that actually goes there every single day.
So you are saying that
Sir,
you
go
are
ahead.
saying, Doreen, that this is not adequate.
No,
This
No.
cannot suffice for the people of that community.
this is not representation. This is not representation. A member of parliament's job is to advocate on behalf of the people. I'm going to give you an example of advocacy. When I was a sitting councillor for the Balcarres division, we had rainfall that caused the collapse of the roadways leading to the community of Cascade, Regale, and Section. They were cut off. They were marooned. The Minister of Transport at the time was Robert Bobby Pickersgill. And as a councillor, a PNP administration and a PNP councillor, I went to Comrade Bobby Pickersgill and cried. I did everything to say to him, listen, this is urgent. There's no in and there's no out.
Once a lifeline for the community.
Sorry about that. Continue, Doreen.
I remember him putting me into a helicopter and him said, I have to see this for myself. And we went to the JDF and we went into a helicopter and we flew over. All we could see was the residents waving. But that did not cause any assistance to flow in. After a while, I realized all of that was good, but we still did not get any assistance.
Mm-hmm.
As the councillor for the area, I mobilized the community and we went to Hagley Park Road at the ministry and we blocked off the main road in Kingston.
So that was under PNP government. You were a PNP councillor.
Government with a PNP councillor. And we went in trucks and we went in buses because we need you to understand that while you're cozy and comfortable in Kingston, we are out here and we are suffering and we need your attention. Needless to say, that is now history. We were able to advocate. I was able to advocate on behalf of the residents.
And get action.
And we got action. This is what I expect from the sitting member of parliament of 18 years in Western Portland. I am not seeing where he's advocating on behalf of the people. I am not seeing him in parliament fighting for Western Portland. Every single time he speaks about Portland. He is not the member of parliament for Portland. He is the member of parliament for Western Portland. And I expect when he stands up to speak, he speaks for Western Portland. We are suffering over here. Everything over here have died. There is no income generation taking place in this constituency. And I'm not hearing. And you're now going back for 5 more years. 5 more years to do what? Comrade Colin Bella getting upset. So ask me another question. Let me take a breath. Because
Doreen,
people of West Portland demands representation.
And you know, I have to just sit back and listen. I interviewed a former councillor the other day and he was telling me how well Western Portland has been represented and how well the people of Western Portland are doing. And I asked him the very same question. Where does the people of Western Portland goes to work? How do they earn a living?
Ask the coffee farmers. Ask the banana farmers. Ask the yam producers.
What about the youths on the
Ask
street corner?
Ask the bees farmers. Ask the Blue Mountain Bicycle Tour. Ask the ecotourism providers. Just ask different residents. Ask the many taxi operators that is struggling. Ask the communities of Chelsea and Swift River how they go in and out. Every single road in Western Portland is destroyed. And I hear the government talking about the Spark program and I need an Inspire program now. I need an inspiration. I need an Inspire because Spark, as far as I'm concerned, going light things. I need something to inspire confidence. Because if you look on it, Comrade Bell, 30-something% is all that is coming out to vote. The reason why people are withdrawing from the political process is because they look at their own lives and they're saying, when you become member of parliament, you move from rags to riches.
So why they're not voting for a change?
Their lives are going in the opposite direction. Western Portland has become poorer over the last 18 years. Poorer. To the point where it is one of the poorest constituencies in Jamaica. Because there is nothing here, not even a bank. I mean, let me take a breath. Maybe I need to.
And we have to take a break. Styles FM and the Caribbean Radio HD, they want to take a break. So take a drink, Comrade Campbell. We're taking a break on Styles FM and Caribbean Radio. We'll soon come back. Take a break, Jacko.
Styles FM, you're my number one.
I can understand Comrade Campbell seems very upset tonight. And I would say cross, hungry, and miserable. I remember the demonstration in Buff Bay. And the member of parliament says no amount of demonstration now gonna make him move no faster. Hallelujah. Why are these politicians so cruel to the people? On the other hand, why are the people allowing politicians to treat them like this? Why are they voting for the couple? Doreen, why people don't vote them out? You are saying that West Portland is getting poorer. And I know that for a fact. It's not a joke talk. As I said, I asked Stephen Williams the other night, where does the people of West Portland go to work? And him, I was so disappointed. But really, really, Doreen, how the people of West Portland earn a living?
You know, Portland West have been transformed into a hustling constituency. We have become a constituency of hustlers and jugglers. Simple because the mainstay of the economy of West Portland have died. People still have to survive.
What was that mainstay?
So the mainstay was farming. It was coffee. All the things that I listed earlier. It was coffee. The Blue Mountain coffee that the
world-renowned Blue Mountain coffee.
World-renowned Blue Mountain coffee. This is the home of the Blue Mountain coffee. In the Drunker Mountains, the Blue Mountains of Western Portland produces one of the best coffees in the world. And our farmers have nothing to show for it. Nothing. They used to enjoy thousands of dollars per box for coffee. Now, coffee have been monopolized. So it is now they have to take what the buyer is offering, because there's no, they say demand and supply causes price to rise or price to fall.
Yeah.
That happen as it is now with coffee. Coffee, you either take what I'm offering you or you have nobody else to sell to.
But something about coffee that boggles my mind every time. When Portia Simpson Miller was Prime Minister, no, in fact, before, coffee was like $14,000-15,000 a box. The GLP come in power, it goes down to $5,000. Portia comes back into power, it gets up to 14,000. The GLP come back, it go down to 3,000. People let go in the coffee farm. Why? What is that? I don't understand that. Can you explain that to us, Comrade Campbell, how that works?
Again, it comes down to advocacy, and it also comes down to the fact that where we are now, who are the owners? Who are actually the owners? Who are the buyers now of coffee? There's a monopoly now. And we even have farmers who are told that the coffee land that they have been farming for umpteen years is owned by one of the buyers. There's a lot going on in coffee, but the persons who are benefiting from coffee is certainly not the farmers. You would not like to go through the mountains and see how many coffee lands have been just...
I tell you something. It was in the news this morning that the production of coffee is down by about 50%.
Absolutely, because people have just thrown up their hands and walked away. Another reason why the farmers have walked away. I tell you, how these things get me angry, because another reason why the farmers have walked away is when you look on the fact that they're trying to get to their fields and they can't get to their fields because there's no road. There is no road. The councillors are not focusing on farm roads. And again, the member of parliament is not advocating on their behalf. How do you have a member of parliament who represents 85% of your voters on the list says farming, farming, farming? Every time you look on the voters list, profession, farming, farming, farming. And you go to present in parliament in your last budget presentation, and you are not fighting for the farmers. You went on the platform at conference and you say, this is vast land, argument done.
And you're asking for 5 more years for himself, him children, and him grandchildren. There ain't too much of them. What is it that you are going to do to make the lives of the people in West Portland better?
We have to organize our farmers better. We have to move into more of organized farming. I spoke to a gentleman yesterday because I was in a community yesterday, and they said to me, Miss Campbell, this area used to be one of the strongest yam farming area in Portland. I picked up my phone and I called a friend of mine and I said, tell me something. What is it that you want from the land? Because you're an exporter. You are an exporter of produce out of Jamaica. And him say, any amount of cocoa and any amount of dasheen you can get the farmers to produce, I will take them. It's called organized farming. We have to get to the point where, as leaders, we assist our farmers in finding markets. You know, something that bothers me, Comrade Bell,
Yeah.
is when I see in 2024 truck laden with farm produce, with human lives hanging off on the back of the truck. Some people sleeping, going into market in 2024 when the Buff Bay market still to this day is 2024 and it's taking years to rebuild the Buff Bay market.
No farm produce is in there.
There's no market. So as a member of parliament, you need to bring a vision to this community. The market needs to be structured in such a way that a mega mart, any one of those people who need produce must know they can come to Buff Bay or send their trucks to Buff Bay because they know they can get all the plantings that they need.
Talk to me.
Basically all the grown provisions, all the pepper, all the,
So you want to turn Buff Bay into a farmer's hub?
A farmer's hub. You remember Agro Grace down at 3 Mile?
Yes.
We need to have our own right here in Western Portland, right here in Buff Bay.
So people come to Buff Bay to get yam, dasheen, banana. And our people don't have to chug along go to Kingston.
I don't want to see people in no back of truck endangering themselves through the junction that has no road, where the trucks are hop and skipping through potholes. I don't want to see my people anymore. It's 2024. We have internet. So therefore we have TikTok. We have Instagram. We can modernize farming and bring people to our people. Instead of our people struggling and going to them, women have to be going to Coronation Market same way, leaving them family behind. Time come for that to cut out. But that's what happened when you elect persons who have absolutely no interest in the people, but have interest in the betterment of their children and their grandchildren. This is the result of it. Western Portland have suffered enough. When food come in, fruits fall to the ground. West Portland don't have even a little tiny little juice factory. But we have a hell of a water factory. Or water plant, because I can't use the word factory and water in the same sentence. But we have a hell of a water plant, but we don't have a juice plant. So when fruits come in, Comrade Bell, you eat, and what you can't eat, don't just leave and gone throw away. We dash it away. We don't have a cold storage facility in Western Portland to ensure that we can feed the nation. West Portland have enough land that we can feed Jamaica, but you can't do it if you don't have a cold storage. Our youth on the corner every day, them talk about the youth and dig up them and niggle. But you are the member of parliament. It is your responsibility to provide opportunities for the youth to better themselves. I tell you all the time, Canada.
Tell us some of the opportunities that you would provide for them.
Canada, including, and are coming back local and overseas, desperately looking for skilled labor. So if we have so many people sitting on the corner, why are we not ensuring that our youth is properly trained to take up whatever vacancies is out there? And I give you a simple one, and I talk about it all the time, because it's so close and passionate to me. You have heavy duty operators in Jamaica, contractors, who can't find enough persons to operate them tractors, them excavators. Can't transport, use a low boy. It's a skill to be able to drive a low boy.
Yes.
And carry millions of dollars of equipment on the back and don't toss it over,
Yes.
Requires skill. So in Western Portland, when I become the member of parliament, We will have a commercial driving school in Portland.
Talk to me.
We will have a commercial driving school where we will teach our young men, our young women.
Hold on. You know, you said that during our goose pimple grew up on me. I like that. Because our drivers don't get professional training. So you are saying that when you become the member of parliament, you want to set up a driving school in West Portland to teach people to drive tractor trailer, excavator, backhoe, front-end loader, bulldozer. Hello?
Not only learn to operate it, you must be able to know how to repair, do minor repairs, so that if it stops and you see the hose leaking out the hydraulic fluid, you must know.
So you can change that.
So you know, have to call your boss.
Talk to me.
You
Talk
must be
to me.
able to do it. Another thing is, once they know how to operate these things, instead of everybody going on the farm work program, because guess what the politics, what them do in West Portland? Whenever time election come, them promise. Them just go ahead and promise the poor little youngsters farm work hard.
Figure cut tobacco and pick apple and chop cane.
And strawberry. Some of them go up there. I have in my phone where a farm worker sent me a bed that they're sleeping on that is filled with bed bugs.
Jesus.
Bed bugs. I have those pictures. And our men and women leave this country to what they call to go to farm work. And I am saying farm work has helped a lot of families, because I have certainly sent a lot of people on the program. But not everybody is fit to go on a farm work program.
But if you go there with a skill like able to drive a tractor trailer, your money turn up.
Exactly. Canada, if you can operate a Caterpillar machine, you and your family can live and work in Canada.
They take you and your family. And somebody just told me about that the other day, that a driver went up there and within 3 months, them sent for him family, the way the man can drive.
Yes, man. Your family is allowed to go with you because they need skill. So I'm not saying that we need to produce people for export. What I'm saying is we must make our people marketable. And Western Portland has so many high schools that serves this constituency, that produces some of the brightest kids across Jamaica. Bright kids. And I'm saying there's so many kids that is left here because their parents cannot make that extra burden, that extra financial contribution to them. So they're stuck here and they cannot grow any further. Therefore, the beautiful Portland Parish at some point is going to be overrun with criminality if we don't put a stop to the needs of the people. The youth need a break. They need help.
Wow.
How do you have a member of parliament that can click his finger and access so much millions of dollars through his friends, through business associates, through overseas contacts? This member of parliament of West Portland is limitless in terms of resources. But the people of Western Portland have to wait until Christmas time. You pick up some old people and go feed them some food. Or back to school time, you take the government resources and behave as if you're so kind, using the government money and turning around and giving them free school book and school bag. People are saying, we don't want you to give us. We want you to allow us to earn for ourselves so we can buy the school bags and the kind of school books that we want. Don't give us.
Teach us to fish, don't give us the fish. Doreen, we really called you about this bridge. This is what we had really called you about. And this is vital. 3 communities live beyond this bridge. And the people need safe access to their community. You have put a lot on the table. After 18 years of one member of parliament, West Portland is poorer for it. West Portland is worse off for it. You have put some of your plans on the table tonight. You talk about organized farming. You talk about skills training, training the people or the youths of West Portland to drive tractor trailer, backhoe, excavator. For me, that's a brilliant idea. And I'm sure a lot of young people will gravitate to that. In fact, somebody sent a message, see it there on the screen, I will be the first student. People are ready. And even right here in Jamaica, those skills are needed. Because most people, where you see a drive tractor trailer and backhoe and them thing there in Jamaica, are self-taught. Or just get a little chance and them deal with it. If they get the right training, they will be the skillest people in the world. I like the idea. Anything you want to say finally before we go?
I just want to say to the people of Craig Mill, Whitehall, and Belvedere, and those who have to access these communities for different reasons, help is on the way. I also want to say to the 3 men that were injured, I pray for your speedy recovery. It must have been a hell of a night and a hell of a fright when the truck fell through the bridge. I know some of the scars are not going to go away because some of them are deep. Some of them got some serious gashes. But fortunately, they're alive to tell the tale. I hope they have an attorney. And if they don't have an attorney, I hope an attorney will work pro bono. Because just to say that they should not have been there when you had the bridge open and the road open, they were not from the community. They would not have known. They need help, legal help. And it's time for Jamaicans to recognize their rights. It's time for them to stand up for themselves. When we're injured, and it is the fault of the government, it's time for us to start taking the government to books. We have rights. Exercise those rights. It is 2024, the end of 2024. And I look forward to 2025, where we know we will have a general election. There's no more questions anymore. And I thank the people of Western Portland who have been supporting me over the years that I've been in West Portland. And I promise the people of West Portland to continue to advocate on their behalf, to ensure that their lives, the lives of their children and their grandchildren, will be better under my leadership, the leadership of Doreen Campbell. Happy New Year when it comes, Comrade Bell, and Happy New Year to the people of West Portland, and Happy New Year, Jamaica.
Thank you, Comrade Campbell, for being with us tonight. And we wish you all the best for the new year, as we say. Good health and wealth and victory in the upcoming election. Blessings. We'll talk.
Blessings.
Comrade Doreen Campbell, the PNP candidate for Eastern Portland. We want to thank her for being with us tonight. You know, it's serious. real serious that the situation that we have almost cost life, but we want to give thanks to the Almighty that no life was lost and that the people that were on the truck, they are recovering. We cannot continue, though, to take people for granted. We can't. We cannot continue to give our people fish and don't teach them to fish, don't give them that opportunity to earn for themselves, to decide which part them buy school uniform or school shoes for them picnic, but can only get it when you give it to them. Time come for a new direction. You know, as we said the other day, we had Stephen Williams on the show. And we listened to him talk one whole heap of crap, one whole heap of rubbish. But you hear from the MP caretaker from West Portland. I am originally from West Portland. And I know the issues down there. I know the sufferation that is happening. You know, he says she leave you speechless. I love that idea about a professional driving school to teach our young people how to operate these equipment. You know, much youth want to drive a trailer, but them don't know where to go to get that teaching. Because driving a trailer comes with skills, you know. And you have to know the theory and the practical different. The Honorable Michael Manley was for all Jamaican, but I noticed that the GLP government only for the GLP members and neglect people who are PNP members. It's not our country's run. That's not our country's run. She was my computer teacher years ago. Oh, Comrade Campbell taught you computer? Well, I'm going to open the phone line. It's the final show for 2024. 804-7072. We're importing ice into Jamaica. My father, my mama, we are importing ice. What Jamaica coming to? A country of consumers. All we do is consume. Consume. You realize we are importing marijuana into Jamaica. We're importing water. We're importing ice. We're not moving enough people. Because our leaders are not deliberate about growth. Growth don't happen by buck up. Your leaders have to be deliberate. You hear me tell you about the K-pop music of South Korea? I have spoken to the MP office more than once about boulders to hold back the sea, and to date nothing. Well, I see them doing some work down on Nataby and T-Lane. Colin, when we get back Ralston, we need to know what is up with the economy. The economy is in a recession. Right into a recession. You hear me playing it since night.
I was right about the economy. All the apologies. The Statistical Institute is now telling us that the decline is even deeper than the Plan Institute of Jamaica projected. The economy is down by 3.5% during the third quarter. The goods producing sector down by 7.2%, and the services sector down by 2.2%. So you see, that is what we have been telling you. Data driven, not apology. Yeah? Worse than we even thought. Mining down by 17.4, agriculture down by 12.5, construction down by 3.3, Manufacturing down by 4%. Transport, storage, and communication was up by 2.5. Finance and insurance up by 0.8. Producers of government services down by 0.5. Wholesale and retail down by 3. Real estate and renting down by 3.2. Electricity and water 5.8. Hotels and restaurants, which are a proxy for the tourism sector, down by 6.2%. Other services down by 6.5%. Bad policies. We need a change in policy.
We've been warning you. We've been warning you. Where are those people now who call with bad news whore? Where are those people now who say we were preaching doom and gloom? We still need to go over the bridge of broke down. We did see it. And we are telling us that the bridge are broke down. We still drive a truck on it. Jacob, make we take the final break now. Caribbean Radio HD, make we take the final break. You're listening to the Colin Bell Show. Live on Styles FM, 96.1, 96.5, 96.7. And Caribbean Radio HD over there in New York and Florida, Internet Radio. Portland Spice TV on YouTube. Yeah, man, we take a break, we'll soon come back. We're waiting on Styles that they're on the break. But I have been telling you all the time that trouble did it. But some people never want to talk about the trouble that was brewing and the fact that Nigel Clark and Andrew Holness them neither do nothing to deal with production, to grow the economy, to earn foreign exchange. We have to earn our way out of this trouble where we're in. That's how we all get out there. Earn our way out there. No, it never just happen so. Some people behave like them things that we could have just, yeah, we are grow and grow. No. You have to be deliberate about what it is that you're going to do to grow the economy. And that's why I tell people that this government has squandered some glorious opportunities. This government have had more money to spend than any other government that I can remember. And what they have done, they have squandered all those opportunities. Squander them. Dash it away. You have $11.4 billion at your disposal. And what did you do? You give it away. I said to the people, them say, go buy foreign food. Have enough reserve, my brother, is one. What have enough reserve mean? You have enough reserve can buy foreign food for 6 months or a year. I don't think it did last so long. But what it is that we, you see, let me tell you something. If you borrow money from the bank, yeah, and you use your vehicle as collateral, and 1 month come and you can't pay the loan, and when you look at the next month, you have some money in your account, you know, but your earnings stop. You're not earning no money to pay the loan, so you're going to now go in your savings to pay the loan, right? So the first month you take the money out of your savings to pay the loan. And when you look forward at the end of January, you know, see where you have to earn no money. You have to go back in your savings to pay the loan again. What that is telling you, you know, that in short order, your savings going done. So you don't have no money to pay the loan. So if you have reserves now and we're not earning, making money. Because, all right, the budget is $1.3 trillion. From what we are collect from tax and where we are earn is $1 trillion. So we short $300 million. 300 billion, sorry. We short $300 billion. So we had to go and borrow 2.260 billion. We had to borrow that, you know. So we still short $48 billion to make up the shortfall in the budget. So if you can't finance the budget, you not earn no money to pay the loan, you're going to reach a stage where you're going to default upon the loan. The problem is we're not earning. Somebody asking if the Marlin tournament still keep. Yes, we still have Marlin tournament in Port Anthony. In fact, we now have 2 Marlin tournament, but none of them are at the standard where they used to be. When we used to have 20 and 30 boats coming to the Marlin tournament. We don't have that no more. Lucky if we get 14. One of them have like 7, had like 7 this year, and one had about 14. So the Marlin tournament are watered down. And I blame that on our local people. Welcome back to Styles FM. Welcome back Caribbean Radio. Let me tell you something. You see, we're counselors. We have a worthless set of counselors. Worthless. We have not had counselors in this parish that has done anything to drive the economy of Portland. And I want to talk about that for a little while. Because we talk about the members of parliament, but we have never stopped to look at our counselors who have awesome powers, and awesome opportunities. But none of them has ever taken up the opportunity to really get Port Anthony or Portland moving. And that is one of the reasons why Portland is also so stagnant. Because we have had some worthless mayors. Very worthless mayors. We have one now where the worst thing. Just drive around and do nothing. As a mayor, you should be leading delegations abroad to seek investment for the parish. Those are some of the things that your mayor and your councillors can do. Seek investors to come into your parish and invest to develop your parish. As mayors and councillors are supposed to have a development plan and work with how we are going to grow Portland instead of our fight for clean drain and bush parochial road. The parish council should be bigger than that. Look at the traffic in Port Anthony. Port Anthony is dirty. It is stink. It's an indictment on all of who say that they are councillors. But I must speak to the leadership because the 2 PNP councillors, them can't make no major decision. Yeah? But I listen to the GLP councillors at the GLP conference refer to Portland as a vast land. I am really disappointed in you young people who come and refer to Portland as vast land, a place where the Maroons fought and win, and on a little wimp and larkies, set of clowns come out about vast land. I'm so disappointed in you. And some of you are my friends and family. But wanna let me down, brother. Want to come from with this crap, turning Portland into a plantation. I hope when you go back to the polls, the people teach you a lesson. But to not put the people on plantation. And it's the fool me I started. That clown from up on Mansion Hill. That sorry state of anything you'd call a mayor. Him started. And then young teacher and young bright university graduate and high school student graduates, I follow them jumbi about Varsland. Jesus Christ. I'm so embarrassed by you, man. Hey, turn up on the foot, man. This is Portland. This is what happened in Varsland. Chuck drop through bridge. I want to call it down upon yourself. Set of clowns. Frightened. Wimps and larkies. But because none of them never really win the seat for no one. You not pay homage. None of them couldn't campaign for winning a seat. So you paying homage to who hand on the seat. Clowns. And some of them people I can read and write, man. Some of them bright, academically. And me have to define it now. That, academically bright. But there is qualification and there is ability. But no ability to think for yourself. But no ability to recognize the fight of your foreparents who fought for freedom, who decided that they would not be slaves. And you, on the back of your foreparents, want to turn yourselves into slave. And so now live on a plantation. Clowns. Clowns. I am calling on the people of Portland. They don't allow clowns to lead you. You need leaders who can stand on their own. Your councillors must be separate from your members of parliament. It is why you have a two-tier leadership. That if your member of parliament is failing, your councillor can stand up. And if your councillor is failing, your member of parliament can stand up. You shouldn't have councillors who are yes men and larkies to your members of parliament. Your councillors ought to be leaders in their own rights. But these set of councillors that you have, these set of labor right councillors are set of followers. If the MP said jump, them just jump. They would even ask how high. They just jump. So none of them, none of the 7 can step out on them own and do nothing. I bet you none of the 7 can get in the media house and interview without they get permission from their gods. None. And tell them, say, Shaka Fame say, none of the 7 labor right councillors can step out and give a media house to no media house before they get permission from their gods and say that they are councillors who the people elect. You are a sorry state. Big conference down a country on the depot stage about Varsland. Look pa uno too. Look pa uno. Depot stage. And the parents must vex with you now. Eh? No, man, me not even talk about the mathematics and that demand there. Me not even talk about the mathematics and that demand there. When you look at the road from Boston to Long Bay in a deplorable condition and they allow you to suffer it in Christmas, me deliberately leave it alone and say, you know what? Then get where them pay for. From Mansion Hill to Long Road. Just a pity that other people have to suffer it, we don't know. On alone should have suffer it. Colin said them are house boys. They are house slaves. They are house slaves. And then people in the crowd are shout for them. Boy, you know, hey. Me tell some people, if slavery was now, slavery would have last forever. Because the people them know where we have as leaders, they are weak, lame. Da da dee, da da do. I will tell us a man wanted. Eh? You want to know why the police never put out any wanted person? Then the police and they tell us a man wanted? Never tell us a man wanted. But it's one thing I can tell you, my brother. No sin no go unpunished. Yeah? No sin no go unpunished. So, anybody who did murder Dr. Bloomfield, I go pay for it. Mark my word. God no sleep and him no slumber. 804-7072. We'll take 2 of your calls before we leave here tonight. See a message here on the WhatsApp. Message up on the WhatsApp. Whoa, hold on there. Good night, Mr. Bell. Wishing you health and happiness and prosperity for the year and years to come. Stay safe. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. I wish for you and your family the very same. Anybody hear anything about Freedom Street? What go on at Freedom Street? Let me look. See if I see anything. I go on at Freedom Street. I make a little. What? Hold on there. A Freedom Street, this Ramsar? Hold on. I wonder if I ride this me a look on. No, it don't look like a Freedom Street. Me I see one sitting here look ram like. Hold on, let me see if I find anything on Freedom Street. A fireworks are going on Freedom Street? No, sir, no Freedom Street. That me I look for. No, that's a Friday night day. This look like something at night, you know, a Freedom Street. Hold on, you know, me I see some pictures here. You know, look so full. Don't have the field look full, in the stands no look so full. The stands no look so. Me see all Chris Brown there. But hey, let me tell you one thing, you know, you can't do Portland, you know, because Rihanna me here see a perform at Portland tonight, you know. And when we get off of the show, yeah, Jacko, you're supposed to have ticket, you know. I know you work at the event. But the field look like a lot of people on the field. The stands no look so rare. The stands don't look so rare, but yeah, I see a picture in the stands. I don't know if they think this live. On the field look full. The stands don't look so full yet. Patrons at Freedom Street. Stadium is a big place, you know. No joke for full up stadium. But we wish them all the best. Because Jamaica's culture and creative industry is the answer to our problem. That is how Jamaica will start export more than how we import. When we start to export the culture in the real way that will bring the returns to this nation. We want to wish for each and every one of you a happy and prosperous 2025. We want to wish for all of you good health and wealth. Yeah, man. And we want to wish for you that each and every one of you start thinking critically and not just take things and run with it. I want to wish for my party, the People's National Party, all the best and victory at the polls come the general election. Because a general election will be called in 2025. We just say freedom for the people of Portland. Time to come off of the vast land and get back Portland. We say no to vast land. We say Portland. That is where we want to live. We live here by choice. Yeah? And we say, teach us how to fish. We don't want you put no fish on our plate. We want to catch our own. That means if we think we want to stay up all night and throw a line and catch fish, and we come home with fish we can serve us for days, we must have that opportunity. Instead of you want to come and put one fish on my table or piece of fish. No. Teach us how to fend for ourselves. Yeah, man. Michael Manley says, self-reliance. I believe in me, and therefore I believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't believe in me. And you have a lot of people who doubt themselves, tell themselves they can't do it. And because they are so confident that they can't do it, them no believe say you can do it. We said to those people, go in a little corner and lock up. Don't carry us with you. We think big. We are confident that we can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens us. And when we fall down, we don't stay ground. So not because you did fall down and bruise up and you lie down on your face. Don't carry us with you. We are ready to get up and go again. Talk to me.
Yo, Shaka.
Wagwan.
Yeah, he's a youth for Hanover talk to you. The PMP youth to talk to you. Yeah, you hear me say now?
Yes, sir. Bless up.
Yeah, then they have a message here to Mark Ward.
Talk to
we
me.
have a big project. We have a project down here to line up with PMP.
Yeah?
Down at Hanover. They have an orange beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to this now. We have a Michael Manley belong scheme down there, so.
Yeah?
Manley, we have Michael Manley's father. He be a scheme in Hanover. Down to Negril, in a walk road. Orange beard.
Yeah.
On both scheme. But the scheme below by the wall now. But it's a land, we have a piece of land for the seaside park. We want a park over there at the entertainment center. We want something with a restaurant. We want Mark with a legacy in a Jamaican restaurant.
Yeah.
So, more me talk about here one time.
No problem, my brother.
Yeah, man, a big thing, man. I write in the Western, man.
That's all right.
We don't really write in about it. Our country right about the future of the country.
All right, my
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
Me hear you, man. We're going to talk about it. Hold on, Ratty. Yeah,
We don't really go back here, man. We talk to you with logic, man.
You
With
have-
honesty, man.
You have me digits, so link me and make we talk about it.
All right, my boss. Yeah, man. A real thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Respect.
All right, cool. We have Ratty gone on the line here, you know. What go on, Ratty?
Man, I just touch base with you for just tell you, say happy new year to you and the family, you know.
All right, my brother. Enough respect.
Just I hope so you continue the great work so you perform over by Portland Spice. And wherever else you conduct your good works. You know, we are watching, we appreciate it, and we just I wish you all the best for the incoming year. Health and strength and dollars and cents. Everything we
Bless
wish
up.
you.
Yes, man. Same to you and your family, my brother. Health and good wealth and all of that, you know.
Yeah.
One love.
Yeah.
Cause you do some great works to my brother, and we appreciate it.
Why, you know, it's going to be hold them accountable like you know, but there are people like you who stand up on the shoulder, you know, one of the inspiration, you know.
Blessings,
So on
man.
the night for a while, so we have to just come in and just assist. That's how we are do. We assist because we're not the leaders, you know. And we just come in and do whatever we can.
All right, my brother. Enough respect.
All right, so you want take care of yourself here, so be well.
One love. All the best for the new year, and we talk again next year.
All right, brethren. Likewise.
Blessings, man. Wilfred Rattigan, former FBI agent, a man where over there hold them accountable to, you know, because you see, times have changed. And you'd have heard me speaking about these analog politicians living in this digital age. Yeah? And they have tried to buy out mainstream media. So mainstream media has lost the credibility that mainstream media used to have, because all of the so-called quote-unquote journalists, them sell out. And it's we here in new media, social media, hold them accountable, and mainstream medias who still have the stomach to really carry programs like these, you know, and make people hear some of the things where the quote-unquote journalists them not talk. We all who are living in the diaspora should be in Jamaica during the winter month and going anywhere we choose, day and night, without having to worry about anything, because we spend lots of money. Daniel Taylor, may understand you. But right now, I'm afraid of the crime in Jamaica. See them call states of emergency over there in Trinidad. I don't believe our leaders are serious about crime and violence in Jamaica. They are not serious. They have had many opportunities. Even the same Rattigan who just called me a while ago. Ratty had offered himself to be a part of the security forces. Applied to be commissioner of police. Them man there, with them kind of training in the FBI. Them man they not sell out. Them man they want to come serve Jamaica. But the government want people who they can control, who they can dictate the space to, what they deal with and what they don't deal with. But me I tell Mark Golden this. Me I expect a whole heap from you, Marky G. Whole heap me I expect from you. Me I expect that under your leadership, Jamaica will start turn around and face the new frontier. Me I expect under your leadership, Mark Jefferson Golden, the stamping out of corruption. Me I expect under your leadership, the going after criminals going to get the guns and to bring down murders under 700. Me I expect from you, Mark Golden, the growth of the Jamaican economy, that our people can start create wealth for themselves. I'm expecting from you, Mark Golden, the environment to foster investment, the environment for our creatives to achieve their true potential. I'm expecting under Mark Golden leadership that we start create more millionaires and billionaires in Jamaica. Because understand this, my people, if you don't have millionaires and billionaires living in your country can't be wealthy. And we can't be afraid of our people getting rich. What I have seen in this country, a lot of people are afraid of people start getting wealthy because them feel the people are going to show up on them. The days of scarce benefits need to be put behind us, because Jamaica is a country that is blessed with abundance of talent, and we need to start put that talent to work and see our youths becoming wealthy. Vibes Cartel wealthy, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Shabarangs, Shaggy, Sean Paul, Berry Saman, Luciana, Sanchez. So many of them, Usain Bolt, Chris Gale, Shelly and Fraser Price, Veronica Campbell Brown, Ilian Thompson, Sharika. Those people are wealthy, making money from the culture and the creative industry. We need more of that. We can triple the amount that we have right now, and so doing, the economy will grow. So, may I expect a lot under the leadership of Mark Jefferson Golden. Expecting a lot. So, to all my listeners and viewers, thank you for your support. throughout 2024. Right here on the YouTube channel Portland Spice TV. During this week, we have hit 3,000 subscribers. For some people that they might tell, you don't have no subscribers. But for me, it is a lot. I am very grateful that over 3,000 people have subscribed to the channel and constantly view the channel. We invite you, if you have not yet subscribed, to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell because we speak the truth right here. We don't claim to be balanced because I tell you that I am aligned to the People's National Party. How many people are willing to be honest and tell you that? But what we do when we come on, we speak truth. Just the truth. So I thank you for sticking and staying with me through the years. And we look forward to a 2025 where we will bring more information to educate more people, to entertain more people, and to help that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and that we together can play our part in the advancement of the welfare of the whole human race. Thank you, my people. Thank you, Jamaica. Thank you, world. All the best for 2025. And we hope that 2025 will be a better year for you, even if you had a good one. But it will get better. We thank you and we thank the Lord Jesus Christ for giving us the opportunity and for protection and guidance. We thank the family for supporting us. And I want to say a special thanks to Miss Natalie Wright. Yeah, man. Who did it for me up and down. I want to thank the children. Yeah. Bless up the item. We want to thank Conrad O'Brien. Ralston Iman. We want to big up DP too. We want to big up Mystical. Big up Mr. Wilson. Auntie Elaine. Fitzroy out of Florida. Gilly. The man they always step on the show. And if we don't call someone the name, Light Pang, big up yourself. We want to thank the staff. My staff. You know, Franklin, Angie, Carol. I left out anybody, Makeda. Want to thank them. Those people who work for me on a daily basis. And some of them been working for me over 2015. Whoa. People like Angie, Carol, work for me for over 10 years. Franklin is about 8 years. You know, I want to thank them to and big them up tonight. You know? Bless up. And bless up all of my friends, all of my brethren, them. Shaka D. Big up yourself. Peter Stamp. Miss Palmer. Big up the whole Vision team. Yeah, man. Sean Cook. Big up yourself. Kelly. Miss Panton. Mr. Edmund. Peter Jackson. Kean Affleck. I don't remember Kean married name. But me I big up all of my people. Them. Bless up on yourself. One love. Thank you. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace now and forevermore. Father Jacko and the Styles crew, big up on yourself. Brother Gary and the Caribbean HD crew, big up on yourself. One love. Until we meet again. Bless up. And as we say, this is our final program on Styles FM for now, unless somebody can step up and sponsor the program to keep it on radio. But we stay here on YouTube every Tuesday night and every Saturday morning. One love, my people. Blessings.